So one of the big silver linings for COVID, I think, is going to be the rapid increase in development of virtual insurance agencies. COVID is shaking up the world in all kinds of ways. I read a book recently that has nothing to do with insurance. It has to do with the future of the U.S. in terms of its political and social and economic future. And interesting, book was written in 2019. The author asked in the second quarter of 2020 what changed in his book. He said it's just on steroids. Everything's just going to happen faster. And that's what's happening in the insurance industry business. Everything, all the trends were already there. They're just going to happen a whole lot faster. So one of the things that's happened with this, all of a sudden we're all working from home, WFH, this new development in the way we work, which is going to continue probably forever for many people, along with the need to reach clients and consumers electronically. It means that this idea of digitizing the insurance industry, the insurance agency, is just going to happen much, much faster. These trends were already there. They're just going to accelerate. So, let's talk about what are the advantages of being virtual. I think the first obvious advantage, and I talked about it earlier, is that geography doesn't matter. You can literally reach clients that are located anywhere. And the second thing is that you can now compete for talent regardless of where you're located. It doesn't matter where your agency's physical location is. People can work from you from anywhere. That flexibility, if you leverage it, can be tremendous in terms of the talent that you can attract for your agency. Talent, let's just talk about that for a minute, because that's been talent and growing the agency are the two big challenges that every agency owner has been grappling with for a long time. And Corona, I think, just made talent a much easier situation to deal with, because agency employees want flexibility. They wanted it before. They wanted flexibility in their work life. They wanted to be able to maybe work differently than traditionally. Agencies that are located in smaller communities or smaller states that maybe had smaller pools of people to pick from can now fish for great talent in bigger pools. So it's also a challenge to agencies, because you've got to be up to snuff. You've got to be offering great benefits, great work-life balance, training, mentoring, and opportunities to keep people. But if you're doing those things, then you're fishing in a much bigger pond than you ever were before, and your opportunities are tremendous. Again, the same thing is true with clients, but one of the things you have to do to think as you think about hiring people remotely is how do you manage them? And if your management technique was managing by taking attendance, you're lost. But if you manage based on performance and reward based on performance, well, you're preset to do really well in a post-COVID environment. It's important to use great tools for that. We use Teams, Microsoft Teams, and we find that it's a great way because you can immediately reach people face-to-face, you can have group meetings face-to-face, and you can step on projects. CSRs and producers and clients can all work together on getting a renewal done on Teams. That's right. You can put your clients into your Teams system. It's a wonderful way to manage communication among all the people and parties in a relationship across distance. Slack allows you to do some of the same things. Zoom, of course, is a wonderful way to conduct meetings. This is all going to make it really easy to expand your business by expanding your geography. In a virtual agency operations, one of the areas that's a little bit more complicated is with customer service agents. Your CSAs or your CSRs, you still need to be logging things into your agency management system. But with that said, they can work from anywhere. In our own organization, we have customer service people literally in 3 different cities, and you can't tell the difference. But I don't know who's doing things from Tulsa or from California or from Oklahoma City. It all works the same, and I can see the activity right there in the system. So it's a tremendous opportunity, and now people are ready to embrace this because they've had no choice. The whole working from home movement now means that everyone's primed and prepared and ready to go for doing this forever. the degree to which you decide to operate your agency virtually, whether it's partially virtual or 100% virtual, it's important to realize, virtual agencies are different. There are one of the big differences is that the expense pattern for a virtual agency is different. Virtual agencies or partially virtual agencies don't need the real estate footprint that a traditional agency has. That means lower costs for things like rent, utilities, and insurance. Those costs can be reallocated into things like marketing so that you can actually grow and drive business faster. Or you may need to spend those dollars on increasing your technology spend for some of the software products that we talked about before, or content marketing, other things that are software or marketing related as opposed to bricks and mortar related. One of the things that virtual agencies are going to do increasingly is outsourcing. So there's several opportunities for outsourcing. One is accounting, easy to outsource accounting to third-party professional insurance agency accounting people. The other is service. Service centers can take a huge amount of the service that you're having employees do and virtualize it. And you can do that at a lower expense. It's about 40% less costly to have service centers service your business than it is to have your own employees do it. And it's virtual, and it can be done anywhere, anytime. You don't need to have an office for that. Every independent agency situation is unique. If you'd like to have more specific counsel on your situation, click on the button or the link in the description, depending on where you're watching this. You can also go to tonycaldwell.net/contact.